Yes.
Like I always liked them because they were at the first event that I got to cast for PUBG, and I'm just like, these guys are awesome. And now we'll see where the cards fall, you can say, as we are taking the plane.
And the bodies.
It's at the
Where will the bodies fall?
If they hit the floor, that's where they go.
All right.
Down the
Thanks,
eastern
2004. I appreciate that.
That was my era, bro. It's my era. You got an issue with the 2000s? Next thing you'll say, I don't like 90s music.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Looks like we're going to have a nice, actually, a far east plane path.
Yes.
And that's going to be a little bit harder to deal with than the plane path we saw last game, which gives a lot of options. It's going to be really difficult to get to that GACA Georgia Pole area.
Yep, I'm actually watching where Navi's even popping out. They're coming out on top of the military island, and this was already pretty crowded before because Gold, as well as the 4 a.m. boys, were together on this one, and it's going to be a real cluster.
Exco,
it's
he wants the vehicle.
UAC, UAC.
No. Exco,
He wants to be a farmer. A farmer has a prosperous life. Looking forward to him.
It looks like he just got beat. Refund grabs that vehicle. There was a couple of teams going for that. Just like that, actually, Liquid's got Avangard right on top of them as well. Yeah, it's Samty. Liquid's all over the place.
Yeah, where is...
They're scattered to the wind here. Looks like Samty got his vehicle stolen. James and Scoom a little bit more fortunate. And we will stay in this area, so the rotation's not going to be as difficult in this first play zone.
Yeah, this can be quite easy. Everyone just comes in, but I'm wondering too, like, if this actually hurts you, because so many teams already on the eastern side, none of that loot from the western side is really going to get involved in this unless you're going for a very long run. And yeah, your Circle and Na'Vi at the moment, they are making a boat run all the way to the west. They're sticking with Primorsk. They are nothing if not predictable.
So we can see Black also on the descent, trying to figure out what to do. But you're right, Na'Vi is in a very weird spot. OMG somewhat similar. Na'Vi has to get to Primorsk, which is the opposite side of the map where the circle has revealed itself.
It's like maybe
they're going to have to go and loot and then have to come all the way back.
It's like maybe we just like, let's just stop. Let's just stop a ferry pier.
They might actually do that to at least find a vehicle.
Trip.
Yeah, I mean, for them, it's really about speed in the early game, and getting looted quickly means you can rotate earlier. And if you can rotate earlier, maybe teams are still in their loot phase. They can't put pressure on you. So for Na'Vi, it looks like they're going to stay committed to that Primorsk region. But now they have to decide, how are we going to deal with this?
Yeah.
Looks like WTSG all in one vehicle here.
Yeah, that's never a dangerous thing. There's actually only 3 people inside this vehicle. They're a little bit more split, but Black's up on top of the hill. They've already been looting up, but WTSG, they are very, very set on Georgia Pole because Vard's already arrived there.
Yeah, it looks like Vard using that scout. I mean, not really anything to scout. That place is going to be completely dead at this stage. So
yeah, this is a property market. Just it's a great time. Prices are low.
Miracue's got that 1911. He's got, he'll protect them on the way there. So OMG had an interesting game last time around. I think they just kind of got caught in that cascading failure on that right side of the play zone where everyone was like, I'll take this team, and then the team that's already a little bit ahead of them takes them out. It really one after the other, and really the Knights came out on top eventually. But it really cost the Knights on the way there. They just took so much damage. Umino just running around.
He's in the middle of nowhere trying to hit your Orion, but Uber doesn't service this area.
Refund is having a tough time. They're currently dead last. There's nothing really for them to really hold on to right now, other than the fact that it's only the first day. But we're at the end of that first day, and if they want to have a chance to have anything happen, it has to be in this game. Yeah, they had an interesting start. They really dealt with Team Gates in the apartment complex, but it didn't translate into anything beyond that.
Yeah, they didn't actually get a single kill in the first 2 rounds, and they got 19th position then 18th position.
Yeah.
At least they started getting better one position at a time.
Got to keep up with Myth here, who's had a better showing, and a team that's improved through the last couple of times that I've been able to watch them. And really, we've been seeing that improvement across the board in that Asian Pacific region where, they don't really get to interface with some of these teams a whole lot. So to come here really in their comfort zone and deal with teams like Team Liquid, WTSG, the Knights, really heavy-hitting Western European teams that have been around for forever.
Yeah.
And in an environment.
A LAN environment, too.
Yeah, a LAN environment as well in a beautiful stage area. But for Refund, it's got to be maybe getting to them a little bit.
Yeah, but at least Refund have a better position. They did take a bit of a risk. They drove pretty well through everything, but they found this nice compound smack bang in the middle of the circle is now.
Wow,
well,
nice spray.
Always
going down early.
Is he actually finish him? Balak's nearby, but can he actually save him? They're back behind the car.
It looks okay. Luckily, I don't think he wants to press this.
I think he's worried about being shot through the side or having the car blow up in front of his face, but Balak's either going to have to commit to this. Nope, it's a runaway.
Yeah, OHM has not been playing.
Oh, wow, Balak actually got him.
The turn.
He did the full runaway.
Interesting choice there. I mean, he did a lot of damage to Profi.
Yeah, he did, and he could have potentially just laid into the car and blown it up. It would have been almost a guaranteed kill. Hello, McCoy, the style rider, just riding straight in front of him.
We've seen that
and
from
he'll finish the job.
We've seen that from Profi a lot, where he kind of goes on this really long peak or a flank, or maybe is in a scout vehicle just a little bit too far away, and he gets himself into trouble.
Another bit of trouble. M4 is going to go down for AHQ. This is not the start they wanted to have either, so down to 78 players in this early time of the game.
Looks like Ghost is just going to want to set up shop here. Look at this. Avangar using that third-person vision, looking for Jeems, the Vector guy.
He's a big kill if they can claim it on Liquid, one of the big sharp shooters, and he's the first one from Team Liquid to rotate out of Pollyanna.
Jeems is definitely looking to throw that Vector in the closest river and find himself a real gun, and he will do that. Switch. Oh, maybe not.
No, he's
going to hold on to it for a while.
Oh, that's wonderful close range, dude. It's wonderful. I'm wondering too, like, if Jeems' position is just so Liquid have more options. Like, they already kind of own Pollyanna, and they know this, but they moved out very quickly during the last circle, during the last round. This time, they're taking a lot longer to get through.
So I'm wondering, we see 4AM there on the screen.
Is
this their cheering section down below us, I wonder? Are there any 4AM fans down below us here? No, it doesn't look like it. I guess not.
No.
All right. I guess I threw that one.
They have no idea what you're saying.
Fair enough, that's true.
So 4AM actually going to do the same rotation they did previously, and this is Refund's nice position. The Honey Badgers, a very resilient creature, but still susceptible to the fire of exploding cars.
They
had the distance, however, and now this is the moment. The trap.
They're gophers.
Yep.
Looking for their shadows.
It's almost like a meerkat. I sense danger. I sense danger.
Jeems has got a. I don't know if he has any idea that they're there.
He should not. They've made no.
They are going to.
And now that's the
Jeems.
moment. Jeems is in the open, and it's a slaughter. It's the OK Corral, except only one person walked into it.
Wow, that's very fast.
What is that jump up?
I haven't seen that before. Third person is a strange world we live in.
It is. I'm wondering just how much vision you get from doing such a thing as well. Honey Badgers. Okay, This is not cool. They got CGW. They've also got on the side.
They're in trouble.
They are getting hit from 3 different sides at the moment.
No.
Gun down, Grizzly and Fast Rail. Say goodbye.
Everyone getting involved there.
Yeah, Refund got one, CGW got the other.
Not a good start for Honey Badger Nation. And look at this. Where are we?
Oh, wow.
Are we in South George?
Wait. We're in South George right now, but Black is right around the corner up on top of the hospital, but someone's getting medical attention. This wall is coming thick and fast, and they've still got to run in through the western side, which thankfully for them is very open because that is a clusterbuck right in the middle of the circle.
It looks like Genji Black has this kind of perimeter set up around WTSG where they're going to have to decide where they're going to want to go. And Genji Black knows they're there. We've heard this a couple of times. Oh, no. Honey Badger Nation is just not having a good round.
Yeah, 1v1 is a little bit different to 1v6. Obviously, he doesn't know how to handle that situation
There's only one guy. What do I do?
I don't know. I can only do the difficult stuff, not the easy stuff. Na'Vi also still hasn't left, but they'll start the movement out. They are going to go by car all the way over, but this is that nice close look at that eastern side. CGW as well as Knights on either side. The prison, Refund's nice and locked up too. Myth Trust have their good position as well. The Chiefs, the Australians just gone in for the factory. Ghost is a little bit further to the west, but 4AM, they are charging through over the hill. They had the convoy going to work and instantly pull out as quick as you can. Regrets when neighbors, CGW reveals their position, and Knights actually try and get in on the action too.
4AM forced to stop. CGW kind of preventing them from getting anywhere near that prison ridge, that very important prison ridge. The Knights are there as well. So we've seen, this is kind of a replay from the last game where there's all these teams in this area. The Knights have heard the vehicles of 4AM and they're running up the hill to see if they can find anything. Myth is also in the exact same spot. So it's kind of like a replay from the last game, but for now, 4AM has found themselves in a much better spot, not stuck on the coast. It looks like they're going to change up the game plan and go center. Yeah,
for the sake of variety, we kind of hope the circle shifts north and we get ourselves a bit of a different ending. Those hills to the northeast are a beautiful place to fight from, as now the SLR going to work. With the 6x scope, can't actually connect, however. Mumino trying to find his bullets.
They're like actual stormtroopers. They're not actually hitting anything at this stage.
Classic, great Star Wars. We are only stormtroopers can be this precise.
The tracers look so good, but I mean, it only looks good if you're hitting your target as they drive past.
I wonder they walk in single file to hide their numbers. That was never the stormtroopers. They were never that smart.
All right, so it looks like that prison ridge is so important, and CGW has it completely locked down. We've been talking about vision through these last 2 games and how it's so important in the third-person environment. They can use that rocky outcropping along the prison ridge. You can see them just above Refund. They don't expose themselves. They can look down into the bowl across the way. The Knights holding onto the Wizard Tower. Refund just below. It looks like right now that western side of the play zone is where pressure is going to mount. Yep. And Navi's actually had a relatively easy way in because there's so much density in that center area. All these teams piling on top of each other. Really interested to see how no one has decided to play the edge. It's a much safer strategy, but you might have to rotate further.
I'm wondering too, like not even playing the edge. Everyone jumps in towards the middle. This has happened now 2-3 rounds in a row where everyone just clusters in for that early position, that early lockdown spot. And wondering if this is also a reaction for a lot of the first-person teams to try and play the third-person positioning instead. Just find proper cover and just lean around the corners.
Yeah, it's such a huge part of this game, and you can see for Avangard, they've been using these kind of balcony buildings to kind of prone, use that vision, rotate around. Profi's doing it here. It just gives you such an advantage, and I was expecting for these first-person teams to actually have a little bit easier of a time.
Na'Vi. Profi able to get a couple of shots over towards them. This is only the first wave of Na'Vi. The second wave is arriving. Drainus is very, very far behind the rest of his team.
These long rotates are hard to manage when you have a lead vehicle. You're looking for a spot. We have shifted north.
We do. We move in. Lepovka will stay in. The edge of Pollyanna will also exist. And it's the Chiefs who are in the middle of the circle, but they don't have a lot of cover where they are. Instead, it's a full run through, and all these established positions now going to open up on fire to all the rotating teams.
Something interesting from the break, we saw Team Gates talking about their performance at the qualifier, coming in first place. Then going into Vegas. Ooh, they're getting close to each other here.
Yeah, Team Gates is also welcome to South George, going right across them. Na'Vi.
Gaxi
runs straight into Molodoi, and then bails out.
He's out of here. He's like, okay, listen, that's kind of crowded. I'm going to leave.
That's fine. Bikes are just as strong as cars when it comes to collisions.
You've got great balance.
If not stronger if you hit it on the bonnet.
Those training wheels on there, you know, it really prevents it from tipping over.
There's the run over, so OHM getting involved in the battle too. Yoppie will actually go all the way down, but Ghost is the Chiefs who are established up. They've got the big area and also the freshly wooded. I say freshly, about a year ago wooded.
Yeah, that's a very interesting spot to try and pick. Oh, Team Gates just rolled right through them.
Turtle can just open up. He's already found Mortifying.
2.
And yep, McCoy joins him. Exco.
Oh my God.
That's it for Gates. Once again, they find themselves in the middle of 3 teams, but it's Swampland.
But Ghost got a little bit too familiar. Looks like now Honey Badger Nation getting involved.
There's Iron sighting the AK, trying to find the kill, but Timid will fall. And it's Ghost who currently control the Swampland.
Here are the Knights again, using that high ground position we saw Team Liquid here before. Genji Gold, a team that I looked at as arguably one of the better teams here, not really finding their stride just yet. Umino taking some damage, but for Team Gates, they had a great finish in California. They went to Vegas, got destroyed. You have to wonder if that's now affecting them mentally, as here, it seems that in team fights, they just seem to fold repeatedly. Their rotations just aren't there.
They were talking in the interview as well, like it was actually it was a good thing that this happened to them because it kind of resets their mentality. It takes away that level of arrogance and then allows them to review the way they play this game. Obviously, there's still a little bit more review work to do.
Yeah, clearly, and there will be ample opportunity for improvement. Yeah.
Mossy is down for the moment. It's all on Silo to try and keep their hopes alive. But there's 19 teams left in this fight. But Gates, there it is, 18 teams. They are eliminated in that 19th position.
Unfortunate for Team Gates. They're not getting that rotation down pat. They just seem to, they kind of get lost in rotation, then they get stuck in a wooded area. That mansion rotation, trying to get through that forest in a vehicle is a death trap. It's very difficult to navigate in there, and it costs them greatly.
Yep. Easy to flip, easy to hit a lot of things, and even in third person with the extra view, it's still a nightmare for him. And as Knights and Gold going at it from a very long distance. Kramer trying to find these windows. Hard to get the instant kill, though.
The Knights are, I think, starting to come around to this this game mode. I really like the way they've been playing these high ridges, using those DMR rifles to really pick apart teams at distance. not necessarily getting a lot of those instant downs that we've seen in first person, but for them it's just picking away and then being opportunistic. It's really been working for them, at least the last game.
Cannot believe how much space there is on the west side. Black is coming in here
Yeah.
through the northern side of Pollyanna, and they're being careful about it because they probably think maybe someone's still here. Nobody is in Pollyanna. They've all moved to the east. They're trying to find their better positions. The most crowded town you see is actually in Lipovka.
Lipovka being occupied by Savage. They again have 4AM kind of hemmed in on the coastline. 4AM had a lot more opportunity to navigate here. They found themselves in Lipovka. Now they're doing an early vehicle push before the circle even finishes.
This may not be correct.
Yeah, this is not a good push for them.
Lockwick is there. He's trying to get that instant hit, but he can't actually get any kind of connection. All the traces are flying just a little bit further behind the car.
Only one gun pointed their way, but 4AM making this early push, and they actually guessed correctly and are going straight north, but they're headed right into the Knights. I like the fact that they got in those vehicles early because everyone started just a little bit later, but they're split. Captain and Godvie are ahead.
The split actually helped them out because Knights got into their cars and moved off before 4AM was able to reach them. So 4AM will come in 2 waves, but it's going to come late into the edge of the circle.
The Knights have an open compound. It looks like they're going to be able to steal this very quickly.
Gaxi. He's taking shots from the side. Edge has just died from the fall. Winner will finish the job. And Pure Boy Larson, I think he was thinking about running him over. Pure Boy stands his ground, cannot connect it to Larson. And WTSG up the hill and far, far away. Second tree to the right and straight on till, well, north.
Larson does not shake easily, and he's been playing very relaxed, maybe a little bit too relaxed. They're not doing terribly, but not having that high-flying kill performance we've seen from them in the past so far. Liquid, however, still staying together. They're coming very close to Ghost.
Critical is going to go down. This is real issues for Chief as they just try and do the run.
Knights flanking, they have no idea.
Camp just needs one more hit. As you said, the flank is coming in, and there's your grenade. Godvie will go down instantly, being finished off, and there is the extra attack. Where is the help from Captain?
Grenade
It's a little too short for Texas. Actually, he will get knocked. Captain into the car, needs to start his run back, just reversing. Bail, 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 bail. I don't want anything to do with this.
Nice
Flipping
maneuver.
around, and this is Stunt Driver is now the new name of this game.
I like the fact that they bailed on that so easily, and only getting one player lost is actually fairly decent considering that Knights were all on top of them. Dukan had that long flank, or sorry, that long cover with the Car 98, saved their team essentially.
Oh, Na'Vi.
Oh no.
What is happening to Na'Vi? They're getting ripped apart. It's not even like a full flank hit on it. Dre, he finds a nice target, gets a knock onto Refund. You said they're having a hard time, and Pino trying to get back into the cover. He will be able to do so,
Navi's
but
in
Dre is
trouble.
repositioning, and Na'Vi, yeah, you're in a world of hurt. They're trying to drive through this.
They have nowhere to stop,
They're
and
gone.
Lame will go down. Na'Vi, that long transition really costing them. Uba is still left standing, but he is now the last man standing on the edge of the play zone.
That's a horrible position too. He can't even move up from there. Like there's no real cover to work with, and everyone is waiting for him to the north.
I like WTSG made a big risk there. They drove all the way north. I think they're again banking on that northern shift. We'll see what happens. Knights picked up a great compound. Refund is right next door to them, but they are split. Dre has that compound held, but the rest of Knights stopped to deal with 4AM. So now Knights are in a position where they have 3 alive, but for Dre, he could get overrun very easily.
I love this movement in from Black. That takes so long to get in, but they've got such a great overview of Keen, who's locked out. His car just got blown up while everyone's scrambling for position. Black is just taking their time and playing the range battle in the big open field.
I think Black has been playing similar to the Knights in a couple of instances. Oh, that was Kramer taking down Miou. That looked well synced.
Yep.
But
I got a follow-up, and even the grenades. Funky actually dies, so does Miou, so Refund are going to lose another 2.
They're trading. It's the Knights and Refund trading a little bit further up the hill, but the way Black has been playing is similar to the Knights, where they're using that high ground cover, kind of moving as a team, setting up a firing line, and just putting pressure all around them. And that circle is going to shift very center, and that is going to benefit
Liquid.
Hey.
Oh, surprise. Someone's still holding on to that rabbit foot from them, as well as welcome to South Georgia, all the northern side of this, but it's real problems.
Black is punishing everyone who holds those long
They
fuse.
actually making that run straight through the middle as well. AHQ just trying to make a run through Liquid as well as Gold, and they got wrecked for it.
Dre did a great job of dealing with Refund by himself, and that was kind of the problem. They were split. He was going to get easily overrun, but he did a lot of damage. I think they've managed to recover at least a little bit, but now the Knights have to make a late vehicle push as Liquid tries to hold on to their compound. Ghost nearby.
Savage is on a full run. OMG, WTSG looking for that kill. Xiaorong Gets into cover. They're all just basically doing doughies around this small little defilade. Silence force out of his. And maybe Zhao was going to pick him up. Oh, he slowed down to stop with the rock.
Wow.
Will not get knocked. Larson can't
close.
get the hits.
Very close. Ooh, that name looks all right.
A little bit off to the side. Savage getting wrecked up by Myth.
Larson's got to back off. He can't peek. Like, if you peek over that ridge, you're going to get shot right in the face. Larson knows that. He's going to back off. But right now, it's Liquid kind of dealing with OMG, the remaining flank that kind of got dispersed. Oh, and it looks like Genji Black also under pressure.
You actually think that position from Liquid's good, but there's so much defilade, there's so much cover around them that it's actually quite easy to come onto Liquid's position without Liquid being able to really offer some kind of contest. But long-range shots with the SLR is not going to connect.
Avangar has this kind of split push happening between CGX and Genji Black.
Oh, hello. Na'Vi still with a little bit of bite. Marimo Star's going to get knocked.
I'm wondering if Avangar wants to push on this and kind of take one of these fights. They're almost pinched essentially between these two teams. Genji Black knows they're there. Mumina does go down.
And the grenade follow-up. Wow. They're looking to finish him. Zero risk, all reward. The grenade really takes him down, but it's actually CGX who gets the kill. Stolen 15 points.
Yeah, they heard the shots and came over and wanted to investigate. Genji Black, now Avangar finding themselves in that pinch.
Black's trying to steal this one. You take ours, we take yours.
Anuktiv has actually had to get away from his teammate and now finds himself playing solo.
Yep.
And again, without a helmet, this is the damage. It really seems like these European teams are struggling to deal with the maneuverability and the flexibility the third person is handing the Korean teams.
Now they're looking for the new hairship sponsor, like it's like Pantene Pro V or something. Like, doesn't my hair just flow beautifully without a helmet? Savage in real trouble once again. They started their rotation, and Pino will go down. This is not the dream once again, but still 17 teams kicking.
Genji Black staying very active. WTSG also in a similar position, but they're just not being able to get that same traction that Genji Black has.
Uber, he actually finally killed Murmur. It took a while to do so. He bled out.
I did see a team kill there for 4AM as well. They're dealing with Chiefs, the last man standing on the edge of the play zone. Looks like 3 strong still there, but they're getting picked apart slowly by Refund.
Black still held a great position. As long as Welcome to South George doesn't really contest them, they can deal with CGX if the circle comes in. And it's real.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Refund is in trouble. Oh. Or, sorry, excuse me, 4AM is in trouble.
Yep. DJ Chip did get knocked, but he still got the the kills. Yep, they're out.
So CGX kind of using this ridge to navigate. Oh, and they might spot Anuktiv there if he's not careful.
There it is.
There he goes.
AVG, Avangar is out. Eliminated in that 15th position.
CGX is well aware of Genji Black's position above them.
But how do you deal with this? Do you try and push him? It looks like there's no cover area to move around.
Use the ridge. You use the ridge to kind of, you grab that vision, kind of walk the edge, but it's kind of just a little bit too gentle of a slant. They might be spotted.
And then you've got to ask yourself the question, is the fight worth it? The circle is going to finish its encroachment now. We'll see where the new area pushes. But Black, as well as CGX, they're coming in close together, looking for that battle as Black. Maybe it's now on them to start the push. Black's got the line right. Rio will drop, and now the grenade.
Oh, that looks okay.
That looks pretty nice, and there's going to be a second follow-up as well. The flying forward, it will do enough damage on the second one right next to Pure Boy, but it bounces too far.
They're on that ridge. That means that the nades will bounce downhill and out of harm's way. Genji Black can't use their utility here. They're not aware, CGX, how close that Genji Black is. They're throwing those grenades long distance. So for now, it looks like they're going to be able to hold that ridge and prevent CGX from moving, but they both need to move to the play zone. If CGX gets in front of Genji Black, they might be able to make something happen, and it looks like Genji knows that.
Yep, and they're trying to do something about it. If they can bail, if they can run away, Pure Boy out too far, and Grammatic is just able to knock him down. And that is an unsalvageable player out way too far. Meanwhile, Myth Trust is getting wrecked up in their own position, and they are actually eliminated in that 13th spot as CGX, they're just on the run into the smoke. He's actually going to get the pickup onto Pure Boy, but the circle is coming in. The circle is right on top of Team Liquid, and an encroachment, here she is.
Genji Black, that vehicle rotation, maybe a bit of a distraction technique, but Savage waiting there in the wings. It's the solo player, does down Esther, but backup has arrived. Yoon is there, and looks like Sexy Pig is going to use that vehicle, try and cover his teammate and go for the res here.
Thought for a moment he's going to try and run him over. Savage, they have actually found the area around the back. Does he know?
No, he looks like he's going to fold this one and try and get away. The backup has arrived. The Knight's active on the edge of the zone. CGX will go down.
Yeah, there goes Xanadu. Gold is under attack. OHM, they're pushing it in. All the utility, all the grenades, they're hitting hard. 1 HP. That's all they have to work with, but this one may be even better. Right around the back of the tree, in for the spray, and the damage actually bounced off the tree and came back. But there's still more grenades where that came from. This one should be a little bit better. TMH, that's right around the back, and there she goes.
Forced him away from the tree. Nice play, eliminating OHM, but looks like there's more grenades on the way. That utility coming out now. The flashbangs coming from Voxic. WTSG getting pressure.
Vard is just in an absolute pincer. Vorsic as well as Kramer see it perfectly. Is there any kind of help to come in?
Smoke.
And that's where Miracle will actually drop. He was meant to be that help for the rest of WTSG, but it's just not there.
Vard.
He's pushing it.
Yeah, look, he's completely pinched here. Miracue's down. Vard has got guys behind and in front.
He's got to take one of these hits, but he just can't do it. WTSG are out. Vard and Miracle will fall, and Knights chalk up their 8th kill. But they still have to go further down south. Savage and Black are there on the northwest side of the circle.
If Gen.G Black gets rid of Savage, they're going to have to deal again with the Knights. These teams have been going at each other. Liquid, again, finding themselves in a position where they don't really have to do anything but sit still.
Can anyone kill off Savage?
He's lurking.
He's sitting in a pile of smoke while being looked at by 3 players from Black and potentially also Knights.
Don't look at me.
It's just that one little rock he's got.
Don't look at me.
Liquid are still in the circle as well on the western side. OMG, the only other team to be inside the circle, the new one.
Texas just went down. So now...
a little too far forward from the rest of the team.
Yeah, I mean, he's by himself. He's got to chill.
He's bleeding fast too. Like I don't think they're gonna. I don't think Kramer can actually get there in time to get the pickup.
Savage. Oh, Knights still staying active. They're trying to get Black in rotation. They're having to make a run for it. Yunrud bringing that vehicle again as cover. Sexy Pig a little further away on the low side flank, but they know that Mike's is there. They're just trying to get rid of him. And oh, the headshot!
Yeah, that's an M249. You do not want to go against that. No helmet left now for Sexy Pig. He's just got the car.
Down.
Yep, OMG able to pick up a kill.
Oh!
Pick up a second kill. Oh, actually finish him off.
Wow.
Silence in trouble. He probably won't make that hut.
Esther was eliminated, but they did get rid of Savage in the meantime. But now it's the Knights. It's Texas.
Yeah, Kramer got to him in time.
Yeah.
Full medivac service.
So OMG is kind of playing this a bit of a spoiler here in this shack. They're just popping out and throwing shots at Gen.G Black as they're now dealt with Savage. And look at that nice utility usage. They're blocking line of sight.
That's a real nice grenade right on top of Sexy Pig. He knew exactly where he was, but the nade was too short.
Look at that smoke placement. They put that there for a reason. They blocked the line of sight. Now Sexy Pig can kind of LOS himself, get a med, and now he's going to have to figure a way out of here. Oh!
There is no way. Knocked down by Kramer. Knights have secured that northeast corner. There is, of course, a bit of a troublesome man behind him. K3 just holding the back lines, but Black are still able to pick up their teammates and get back into this. A lot of vehicles, a lot of cover,
good team
and still
play.
maneuverability.
Good team play by Gen.G Black. They got the res, but they're getting lots of pressure.
Kramer's got the line. Look at that line. Through the smoke, he just hopes to hit. But the smoke will start to dissipate in a second.
They have to move now. The utility is great, but now they have to move, and they can't just yet. They have to actually get a land here on Kramer. He's half health, but they are pinned here. This is horrible for Gen.G Black.
Yeah, at least Kramer's been hurt, so he'll have to actually met up for a bit, but Knights are loving this. They've already got 9 kills. We're down to 7 teams at the moment, and Black is just being dropped down. These vehicles are explodable if you want to have a crack at them.
Can't see. He can't see.
He's trying to shoot a grenade right now.
So for the Knights, they are still getting pressure. K3 is there kind of causing havoc. The Knights have, this is where they kind of get into trouble. They've got 9 kills, but they've been taking so much damage. This time around, however, it looks like the benefactor might be Gen.G Gold, who's been super quiet, along with Liquid. Liquid is rotating south away from Gen.G Black, and now it's going to be OMG still trying to hold the tide of Gen.G Black, and they're coming right at them.
Yeah, they need the pickups. Here comes Black. OMG. It's a crap jack for a reason, and now Chromatic is going to make him pay. Take one, looking for the second, and he'll take 2. Xiaorong, Xiaohai, goodbye.
The crowd reacts as a nice play. Again, Gen.G Black trying to get out of a very tough position, and they take that drastic measure, and it's successful, and they get the zone as well.
AHQ winner. He'll get knocked on down. Gold with the ones who have been troubled by it, but they've still got 4 players up with 1 knock out of them. And Liquid will have to move for the first time in, 3 rounds.
So for Liquid, they've played the position. They do have 5 kills. They've been picking up kill steals here and there, getting it down, trying to finish it off. Samty up on the roof. He's got great vision on the Genji Black. He's holding security for his team while the rest are rotating around trying to get vision on Genji Gold. But the Knights are still there, picking away at everybody.
So Black are actually pincered from two sides. There was Knights who were shooting into the shack, and they got Liquid who are still holding the roof points. That's the reason why Samty is still up here. He doesn't want to let Black get out of here, and now K3 again. They have to deal with this thorn in their side.
Yeah, K3's doing a great job of keeping the Knights always on their toes. Now Krema on his stomach. Unfortunately, he's down. But Liquid's rotated away from Genji Black. This is a good thing for them. Samty, if he goes down here, he's got no support.
Liquid have found another target. Chelita getting knocked. So Gold, with these numbers advantage, they want to try and win. K3 will finally be brought down, but not by the Knights. Actually brought down by Gold.
Gold looks like they're struggling now.
Circle is moving in. Liquid are already starting their run. They want to try and hold the southern part. Knights are already in on the east, but they maybe not in so deep.
One more.
Liquid, no! EB cannot connect, and Skoom is trying to join the fight too, but they're covering behind that very thin tree, but it may, no, it's not enough. Eska gets knocked, and Kramer gets put down.
Liquid being very active, but the circle now a factor. Genji Gold maybe using a little bit too much of that time, and now they're being forced into the open, and so are the Knights. They've been trying to be rezzed, but Liquid is just going after Genji Gold.
Oh, he's trying to finish the job. Run at Vorsic in the cover. Sexy Pig, he's got a buggy. Vorsic's got a tree. Loki around the corner of the tree, only his coat is showing out the side. Can't connect on that. Does he actually have a first aid? He's going to tick out to the circle if he doesn't make the run, and down he goes. Skoom will take the kill, and we go down to 3 teams as Genji Gold takes 4th position. Knights locking Black in. Oh, that's just a turkey shoot.
Wow, Voxic ended up going down in that. So now it's just Texas left standing, and it looks like Voxic will be finished. So now Texas with 4 kills. And the zone pressing him.
He'll have to get in the car and drive. He's got no other choice, and they had a dramatic, perfect hit. Texas will fall, and now Black comes out. They don't have their normal 4 players left at the end, but they'll do it. A 3-on-3. Liquid have such fantastic angles from all sides. They've knocked down 2. There's 1 more to go. They want Yoon if they can claim him, and Abita's moving in nice and close. They know. Anyone have a grenade? Anyone for the long throw?
Here it comes.
Here she rolls up. Pull the pin, toss it in, and in 3, 2, 1, boom on the side.
Oh my God, here comes another one.
Penalty shoot, 2nd time's the charm, that's on the edge. Skoom knocking down Grammatic once again, they'll finish the job.
It's up to Yoon.
Oh, hey, how's he get out of this, man? Like, right now, like, you're not big enough to fit through the door. This is Winnie the Pooh moment right now. They've eaten too much honey. The bounce is just off target. How much more can this shack take? Destructible environments for the win. Yoon, he wants to come out. He's trying his own nade hit to a pizza, and he's actually got it on the side. He'll hit and do some damage. He'll get the knock and buy a little bit of space. Yoon, he was fighting the inevitable, but still he put up a big one. Liquid will take their 2nd victory. 3rd and 4th round of the day belongs to Liquid.
He might be tall. Ibiza, not a basketball player, missing those grenades over and over again. He did get forced out of cover, but that was a really nice team play from Liquid. They kept it together. Skoom with the leading 7 frags.